You know, I wanted to have this conversation as fast as possible. If I, possibly can make it as fast as I could spew out the information. It's been on my heart to kind of explain this conversation that I've been having with God for quite some time. It's about the road less traveled. And, the Bible definitely talks about two different roads, a broad road and a narrow road. And it says, few shall find the narrow road, and that is the road that leads to the Most High, right? It's going to be a lot of people taking the broad road that leads to destruction and death. If you look in our daily vocabulary and etymologies of phrases and different things like that, and you study words, if you're a wordsmith or you're somebody that just likes to know words and etymologies and phrases on a deeper level, we have things that we say, like taking the lambs to slaughter. Who wants to be a part of a huge amount of cattle just going in one direction? The blind leading the blind, right? So what I found out through my own direction and understanding of seeking the Most High from an inner place, an inner perspective, knowing the Most High for myself and remembering all the way back as far as I could before I ever stood and stepped foot into a church, is that I had God previous to all of that, and just remembering all the way back to when I was a baby. So I just want you guys to understand that, the road that is less traveled is the road that leads to home, right? You're going to take the fast route or you're going to take the scenic route. Otherwise, you're still going to get to where you're going, okay? Some of us sign up for the scenic route before we ever get to this planet. Some of us sign up for the fast track. Some of y'all just speeding like just right by people, you know what I mean? Front runners, that's what I like to call you. You see me walking, get out my way. You're just gonna pass me right up, try to knock me out the way, right? But it is what it is, And some of us, we like to see, we like to look, we like to not necessarily take the jet plane or go out there and get so rich that we're taking private jets so we can just kind of whiz through everything so fast, right? We don't like to break the sound barrier, go past Mach 11 just to get to where we need to go. We like to look and see the scenery. We like to sit in the seat and let the bus driver drive and sit back in those nice, comfy, comfortable seats and look out the window. Can I get a window seat, somebody? Hey, man. But on a more serious note, I just want you all to know that, we all have made our choice on how we're going to live this life and understand that, you have the free will to choose again. You can choose. You can change your path. You can change your direction. You have the power in you. You have the mind and the authority to do so. The God that is within you, the spark of God that is within you, the ability to create and manifest best said based on what you see and exude and send out into this realm from your inner self. As perplexed as it may seem, it is a true theorized and proven theory that actually is. It just is. It's not that it works because it's not something that we made up. It's just what it is. and it is. So because you have those abilities, just understand that, the power is in you. You can change. You can take a different direction. There was a man in the Bible, he had a short time to live left, and he was a prophet, and he asked the Most High if he could extend his life, and he stood in front of a wall and he prayed, and he stayed there, and he refused to leave that wall until he got an answer, and his life was extended by 15 years. And mind you, he had supposed to have been gone. His time was up, but he was extended more time. So I just want to let you know this. And, like I say, on my last note that I left you all with, you don't have to take the negative route. You don't have to take the negative route. You don't have to take the hatred, the bigotry. You don't have to take the racism. That is creating disharmonies within your body. And the disharmony will create disease, and the disease will take you straight out of here. I tried it for 2 weeks. I told you guys already. It did not work. It doesn't work. Especially if you're someone who's never tried it before, and then you tried it, you could feel the dissonance. You could feel the dichotomy. You could feel the polar opposites from one side to the next. You could ping pong within space and time and travel beyond light speed, and understand that is something that your body is not built for. You are not built for hate. God is love. And you're created in the image of the Almighty Creator. So why would you be anything but? This is why you're so unrestful. You have no rest in you. A lot of you sitting up eating popcorn, kicking up your feet, watching the show. Literally. And I can understand that too. And a lot of you don't have much to say because you already know what's going to happen. And I could dig it. I could dig that too. But all I want to tell you is that, those of you who don't know and you feel perplexed and you feel like your life is just a stairway of winding turns, up and up or down, all the way to the bottom, to ground zero. Whatever you feel like you're going through right now, understand that you have the choice, and it's based on your inner self. Years ago, I asked God to put a searchlight in me and show me what was on the inside within my soul. And when I began to see things that I didn't like, I asked God to begin to help me to heal those areas and clean those parts up so that I could become a better individual for myself, not for other people. For myself first, because I have to live with me. I have to be able to look at that person in the mirror and accept and embrace who I am. And if I cannot love myself, how can I love anyone else? If I'm not happy and conclusive within myself, how can I be accepting of anyone else in the world? And this is why a lot of you got hate, and you harbor it, and you exude it, and you project it out to everyone else, because you're not helping yourself inside. This is where it all starts. Don't be afraid to allow the Most High to give you that searchlight to search your soul and find what's in there. And if it's something that you don't like, you can't do the work. You have to ask for the help that is within you, which is the almighty power of love, the Creator, the Almighty Creator, to help you clean up those places that are not God-like, that are not exuding and projecting love. Because if love is already in you, you're going to be happy and you're going to project it. It's just like sweat. It's like when you get out of the shower and it's hot and that steam is just rising off of your body. You're exuding. It's just coming from you. That love is just coming from you. And some of us, we have done the work. And I'm telling you that you can do it. It's not too late. It's not too late. It's not too late to change. It's not too late to change. It is not too late to change. Let me tell you something I would do. I would drive a 10,000 gallon truck of jet fuel, and I would back it in and do all kind of unique tricks and things that I've done that God actually showed me. No one could handle that thing like I could because I prayed and I was terrified when I first got into it. But eventually I got to a point in life to where I was so good that techs and engineers, people who had been in the outer space, they would scratch their heads and watch in awe because God is awesome. And so I would always say when I first got in that truck every morning to practice, before I was allowed to go out on a flight line, I would say, God, do this through me because I can't do this for myself. I need your help. I cannot do this. I need you to do this through me until I get better, until I get better. And I would say that prayer every time I got in that truck until I got better, until I got better. And once I got better, I was out there driving and whipping that big old thing. Not too bad. Like, that's jet fuel. You can blow up a whole lot with some jet fuel. It's terrible thing. It's potent. But at the end of the day, what I want you to understand is that even on those hard days, you come to work and you're sick. You don't feel well. Something's going on. Kids ain't acting right. I don't know. Anything. Just something you ate the night before. Whatever it might be. Something you drank didn't set well with your spirit. You go to work the next day. You're off. That's the days that you pray and you ask for that help. That's the days. There's certain times that I have to talk to people and I honestly don't know what to say to them because I am in a whole nother stratosphere at times. And I have to literally come down to this place in real time. And I have to ask God, give me the things to say to this individual that will help them at this specific time, such a time as this, right? In order to be able to exude the presence of the Most High while in this life, because that is our job, to be conductors of his spirit, of his energy. Because love is of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God and knoweth God. And so we want to exude that presence. And so let's do the work, people. Those of you who have not done it, it is a better place. It is a much better place to be. And I'm telling you because I'm a experiencer. I have experienced it. I live it. It's not just me talking and I'm not being livid. I'm telling you, I live it every day. I'm not upset and angry. Sometimes I get on here and I have to tell you something, and I don't want to have to say what I have to say sometimes, but I have to tell you because it needs to be said. So let's all keep living and let's keep searching and doing the work. And let's keep putting out that good energy. You ain't even got to be around somebody. You could just send it up. You could see somebody that needs something and you may not have it to give, but you could send up that good energy. It's a thought. It's a thought that you just send up to God and you just pray for him instantly. It's not even a word. You just send up that energy. You hope the best for them. You need to see a change in that person's life that you don't know. So you send that energy up to the source of all source and let the one who is in control of it all know that you are concerned on that behalf of those individuals or that person that you see. And you beg for the intervention, which is divine, to change that person's life for the better. You don't have to talk down about them or talk about them. A lot of us has been experimented on and treated horribly while we're here. And this is why so much evil is happening right now. It's called retribution. It is a righteous indignation from the power itself, who created everything and all things. I'm going to leave it at that.